Alright, so today we're shooting with a 996.1 and a 996.2 aero kit with my boy Dennis.
Yo,
what up? Tell us about your car.
Man, pretty much I used to drift, I used to drag race, and then I wanted to have a car that I would keep forever because I sold those two and I crashed those two. Where else would I go besides a 911? And I got it to almost where I would like it. And pulling around, seeing Noah's car, I was like, man, it's the only other car that has aero, and it's a 996.1, which now I want both of them. But it's so cool to see them together in the silver. And
if you guys don't know, I love the 996. And here's the .2 and the .1. Let's go through a couple of the differences. So 99 started with the fried egg headlights. You'll notice the headlights, come a little bit down more. And the aero kit's a little bit different on this car. You got the front splitter, the side splitter, and then the egg taco wing. And then if we go to the .2, you'll actually notice a different front bumper. The headlights get cut off here because a lot of people complained about the orange part. You got the side skirt and a different wing that was on the GT3 car, which is pretty cool. He's got the manual version with the sports seats. He just got a new steering wheel in here. Man, this is awesome. This is a special car. Y'all can't sleep on 996s, man. There's something special.
how many cameras did you bring today?
Fucking too many. I just bought a new one too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I just bought this new Canon F1. Yeah, this is all film. This is like, feel it, it's like a tank. Look through it too, it looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's sick.
Just feels so like...
Dude, it is actually almost kind of cool going back.
I can't remember what year it is from, but it's in super good condition. It's cool because it's kind of got like a waist level viewfinder. If I just pop this front off, and you can look down into it. So we're gonna shoot with this today and see what some of the shots look like. Super excited, so yeah, let's get going. We'll roll some film up. So I'm loading up Kodak 400. See what it looks like. I'm also gonna grab out my medium format too and get some shots of that. Someone at the meet, Cars of Coffee, was like, if you ain't clutching, I'm not caring, or some shit like that. I was like, alright, so today I'm gonna shoot with my Mamiya RB67 along with my new Canon F1. We're shooting two 996s today, a .1 and a .2. Let's see how it goes. Trying to figure out what other kind of angle we can put the cars on. At this first shot, I kind of wanted to highlight the two wings, but I think now we can kind of switch them around. I'm shooting on my Mamiya RB67 and my brand new Canon F1 that I bought from my boy Jake. This is so beautiful. I'm really liking this camera. This is my Canon WP1. It's like a toy camera almost. I kind of have a bad habit of picking up just cool film cameras, especially old ones. Shot some rolls on this. Super sharp. It's waterproof too, which is gnarly. Man, it's so cool to see these two 996s out together. I think these cars are just so beautiful. It's really cool to get them out on the road and just see them together, the .1 and the .2. Super hyped to see what these photos turn out. I'm gonna shoot some rolls with this. I like that shot. Sometimes I like to get the leaves on flash and then you get the background that's exposed. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to load in Portrait 800 now. One of the most hyped up film stocks. As you can see, I don't take the best care of my stuff.
It looks clean.
It's used. Casey Neistat didn't help me. He'd always say in his videos, like, he would just like throw his shit around.
Oh yeah.
Because if you like baby it too much, you might miss a shot.
Right.
I kind of feel the same way.
If I meter 800 at 640, I'm giving it one extra stop of light. because the meter thinks it needs more light.
Yeah,
so
that
you're-
makes sense.
You're tricking it. But a lot of people think of it backwards. They're like, "Dude, I shot my 400 at 800, but then it's darker."
Right.
But it's so sick with the lily pads or whatever those are.
Yeah.
And then I thought I would. Usually I don't open up, I probably should for you. But now it's just the two of us, yeah. I don't wanna wait until you're gone. We don't gotta go. Tell nobody, they gon' make a show. What I want is what you wanna know.
I'm about to move these cars around a little bit.
I do something for me, you do something for me. If I like what I see, then you got the recipe. See how far you can go, make me wanna get close. I'll do something for
Terrence, what do you think, dude?
Dude, it's fucking dope, man. Just had it together, the sunlight and everything,
It's cool seeing them
the
together.
atmosphere. Just having the lines and the
Yeah.
reflection.
Yeah, the reflections I love on that. All right, so I gotta put this on the tripod now. We're gonna shoot. What are we shooting at? 1/15
1/15 of a second at f8.
at f8. So we'll go f8, 15th. I'm gonna have to hit the button super light.
Cardinal sin not having a release curve.
You mind recording for a
Any
second?
movement. Yeah, and if you're doing like, if it's like 9,
I'm gonna wait till these people go past.
or you get a little stopwatch. Right.
I'm gonna try really hard not to shake the damn camera. The one thing I always forget to do.
Ah.
Show you guys a shot.
Oh! Push star yours. 1/8 of a second.
So Alex is currently doing some light paintings with the two cars. But that's a wrap. I'm gonna go drop off the film at Woodward Camera, my local camera shop. I'll get the film back in a couple days. In the later version of this video, we'll scan it, turn it to color, and see how these shots turn out. I'm hoping they look good. I shot 3 rolls, so we'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Probably in a day or two, you'll see the film. So it's been a couple days. Finally got my negatives back. We're gonna scan them, turn them to color. I'll show you guys kind of what I see before I actually, turn these images to color. We'll see what the shots look like from my new film camera. It's pretty cool, the entire process, seeing a negative turn into a positive. This is my little setup. I'm scanning on my Epson B600. I think it's like a $300 scanner. It's a flatbed, and then you can just put your film on top and you can scan it that way. I do it myself at my home. 1, because it's a little more magical actually doing it yourself, but 2, it's a lot cheaper. It makes more sense to just get your own flatbed scanner and do the whole process yourself. And honestly, I love doing it. It's just more fun. You get to see the actual magic of the turning from negative to positive, which is really cool, and we'll show you that in this video. I think one of my favorite things about just film photography in general is actually having a physical version of your photo. We live in such a digital era nowadays that you don't really get to physically see your photos unless you print them out, and I think we rarely do prints. I actually have some prints on my wall that I'll show you guys here in a second, but just being able to see the physical version of your photos, it's much different than only seeing it on your iPhone, because those images only live in the cloud. And what's cool about these negatives is, yes, when I scan them, they live in the cloud, but they also live with me forever. My entire binder will have all of these. I organize them by the date. If we go to my binder, you'll literally see every single film photo that I've ever taken. It's super heavy. I'm like, this is so special to me. I have my first film photo from black and white, a high school photography class. This is just insane that I've shot this much film already. And it's crazy if you want to add this up and try and figure out how much I've spent on it. I don't want to do that because it's probably insane. But that's what I love about film photography, is you just get to have a physical version of your photos that we don't normally get in this digital era that we're living in. So here's one of my favorite prints that I just recently got. So I came out with these. I only did 25 of these, and once they were done, they're done. This is a Singer DLS. But it's just super cool to be able to see your own work on the wall, in your own walls, in your own house. I have some of my old photography up there, and then some more car stuff over there. Let's get to the scanner. I have some 120 film to scan. I'm super excited to see what these turned out. The shoot was awesome. One of my candies that I'm like addicted to right now are these Starburst minis. They're so good. Especially when I'm scanning. I'm on the computer for a while. So I just like to snack on shit. Which is not good, but we all have some unhealthy habits. I quit smoking weed. I've been sober for almost 2 months now. And I'm addicted to sugar and Porsches now. So it could be a lot worse. I'm gonna work on that eventually. If you guys struggle with smoking weed, I definitely did. I thought I needed it to create, to sleep, etc. And I was really scared of quitting for a while. But I did it cold turkey because I just knew it was something that I wanted to do. And if you have that thought that, you know, maybe I just should try quitting, you probably need to quit. So push through it. A lot more of us deal with it than, you know, a lot of us speak about. And that's just me being vulnerable on here. So I want to inspire y'all to also become the best versions of yourself. And I feel like I'm currently doing that with myself. And hopefully I can inspire you to make a 1% change to become better every single day. So finally, let's scan this film. If we lay it on the flatbed, we'll actually be able to see some of the shots. Let's see what we got here. Portra 400. We'll scan this one first. I usually like to wear some gloves when I'm just handling the film so I don't get any fingerprints on it. So if we look here, you see the scans. 2400 DPI. I'm going to scan just the negative or the color positive. And we'll take those two, hit the 2, and then scan. This is the long part of scanning your own film, is just waiting for it to be done. That's why it might make sense for you to pay that money for the lab to scan it yourself. But if you don't mind the process, and if you don't mind waiting for a little bit, there's actually ways to kind of speed up the process. You can just, you know, edit and scan at the same time. And what's good about that is it actually pulls you away from, you know, editing for a minute. And sometimes when you are editing photos, you get so locked into what one photo looks like. I think it's important to kind of come away from it, come back to it, and you can kind of look at the photo in a different way, and you can be like, oh, I should make this change, or this doesn't look as good as I thought. There's been many times where I thought a photo looked good, went to the scanner, changed my negative, came back, and I was like, that is dog shit. Pick my best ones, we'll change them from a negative to a positive, and you guys will see the magic behind film photography. So here's the negative so far. We can look pretty close. And now I can kind of get a feeling of what the photo is going to look like. After a while shooting film and scanning your own film, you can tell when they're properly exposed. A lot of these look really good. I'm super interested to see what this one looks like with all the shadows. The framing on this one looks really cool. So now we'll throw them in and we'll see what they look like. Now we're going to go through some of these 120 shots that I shot on Kodak Portra 400 and 800. I'll show you guys how I use Negative Lab Pro to turn the film negative into a film positive. So first off, let's just check out some of the shots that we have, and then we'll pick what I think would be, you know, top 3 or so. So I really like this photo right here. First thing you want to do is white balance the frame area. It will convert the negatives. You want to make sure no borders are being shown. So as you can see, it looks pretty blue right now. But what's cool is you can actually, you know, adjust. Personally, I like a little more contrast. I want to make sure the blacks are not getting too cut out. Pull the lows down a little bit. It's always harder to bring the shadows back rather than the highlights. It's easier to bring the highlights back. So that's something you should kind of look for when you're shooting. You always want to expose for the shadows and not the highlights, because you'll usually have a better chance of bringing the highlights back out. I like a little bit of this glow. I've been kind of just doing this for a while now, so I kind of just like have a routine of going all the way down and just knowing what I want. What's cool here is though you can actually change the white balance and the temperature in the photo. I know a lot of people are against editing their film photos, but I don't really understand why. You're trying to get it to, ideally what you would want the image to look like. So I don't mind doing it. If you hate me for doing it, so be it. But you guys can kind of see my process. I'm just trying to find kind of a good tones for all the photos. Sometimes I have to come back to these photos. I do like a lot of saturation with my film photos. This is more of a moodier look, which I kind of like. So you just gotta keep playing with the sliders until you kind of get to a place that you like what the photo's looking like. I've never been a big moody shooter where you get like these really like dark photos. More recent though, I've been liking it. See, I just want everything to be fluent, when you look at the photo, you don't want it to feel like multiple photos with like all these different tones. So that's one thing I try and do with these photos is like when you look at it, it should just all feel cohesive, which this feels much better. Let's go to the next photo, see what that looks like. I need to make sure I come back to this one and fix it though. This one looks like a cool image. Yeah, let's try this one out. So white balance at the top. When you crop in, you want to make sure there's no borders. Convert the negatives. Boom. It's pretty bright right now, so we're going to pull it down quite a bit. Pull the brightness down. And then so pull the contrast kind of up. This is a cool image though. I'm happy with this one. It's really cool seeing the dot 1 and dot 2s together. And just the different shades in gray that these two cars were. Definitely gonna make this, I don't know, a little warmer, not too warm. Again, I just kind of go through the motions, slide these back and forth until I find kind of like a cohesive looking image. Definitely I'm going for a little warmer image for these, so in the shadows I'll bring a little more red. I wish the cars were a little more standout-ish. That makes sense. This one that I was showed on the light board. Let's convert this one, see what this one's like. Yeah, that's a money shot. Wow, that's really pretty. See, I love this one, just how bright everything is. I'm definitely going to try and match this in the other shots. Just out of the conversion, it looks so good. Yeah, I don't want to get it like too yellow, that's the thing. Sometimes when you're making the image warm, you can make it very yellow very quickly. I'm kind of liking this style a little more though. It's a little cool, but it has that warmer side on it as well. This just feels very early 2000s, 90s to me. That looks really good. Let's crop this in now. Sometimes they'll even pull the clarity down a little bit because the sharpness is just like too much on the scanner sometimes. I'm really happy with that one. I wonder if I cropped in even more, what would that look like? Kind of fit that. I kind of like that space back here. We added a couple photos in Lightroom so you guys can kind of see my process. In a couple of seconds, I'll play some more music and I'll show you the rest of the photos that I shot. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know. I'll make more videos like this of me shooting film photography with some cool cars. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. One video a week, every single Wednesday. I like to do morning uploads because I like watching the videos in the morning. So if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, tell me your favorite photo. Go follow my Instagram, NHP Studio. And yeah, see you guys next week.